I'm Mitzi Ziegner, and I'm a faculty in the College of Human Sciences in the Department of Human Development and Family Studies. I've had the privilege of working here with students since 2001, and I also hold a lifetime Texas teaching certificate and taught 8 years in the Lubbock Independent School District. Before coming here, and part of that teaching experience was concurrent, and in that time I had the opportunity to work with Benjamin as a second grade student when I taught at Nat Williams Elementary in 2001, and this semester I'm getting the great privilege of teaching him again at a totally different phase of his life as a senior HDFS major, and what an honor and a joy to get to do that.
In second grade, Ms. Ziegner, we were at Nat Williams Elementary School in Lubbock, Texas. And when asked to do this video, it made me think back to Nat Williams and to my experience as a student there. And it made me remember Maya Angelou's quote that you may not remember what someone said to you, but you always remember how they made you feel. And being back in Ms. Ziegner's class 14 years later, I realized that I was in second grade again. And you hear that, you may think, oh, she treats our class like we're in elementary school. But just the opposite. At Nat Williams, she treated us like we were adults, that we knew that we had something in us for greatness, that she prepared us for who we were going to become, not who we were at that moment. She saw us there, but she could also see where we would be and helped guide us to get there. And at Nat Williams, her philosophy is, kindness. Treat the students with respect. If I want respect as a teacher, I need to show it to my students. How do I get them to learn and love learning in a way that it's not being forced? And as I sit in her class now, I see those same philosophies being applied. Looking back and looking at how far we've come, it's amazing as an educator to see the potential in a student and to not let the age stop you from bringing them to where they can be. And I think that is probably the most remarkable experience being here 14 years later, is to look back and respect the attitude Ms. Ziegner had for our class and for the dedication she had to what we could become. And hopefully she sees me now and is proud of the work she did 14 years ago, because here we are. But I definitely am honored to be able to give back again, to say thank you for leading me to where I would be today.
And what a joy to get to work with Benjamin a second time. Clearly he's a leader, and he always has been since he was 7 years old. Clearly he's very articulate, and he always made me laugh as a second grader, and he continues to do that as a university student. To say that it makes me proud is such an understatement. That is not a big enough word. What an honor to get an opportunity to teach you a second time. And I've always said to my university students that I don't think they're that different than the students that I taught as a Head Start teacher, as a pre-K teacher, as a second grade teacher. And I never say that to be insulting in any way. We all still have unmet needs. We have the need to be respected. We have the need to know that we're safe and significant in a learning environment, and we have the need to know that a student has the need to know that their teacher has their best interest at heart and has a caring spirit toward them. And so learning those things really as a student here at Texas Tech University, I was an undergraduate student in Human Development and Family Studies, and then I went on to get post-baccalaureate teaching certification. But I will always say that my methods courses taught me how to teach content, but the College of Human Sciences and the HDFS program taught me how to teach children, and it taught me how to work with families, because there are so many things that are much more important than the curriculum that you're teaching. And I've always hoped that that would shine through. And to get an opportunity like this to work with a student that I've worked with previously, and now to get to do it again 14 years later, I think when it really the day that I really understood how amazing it was is I taught Benjamin on September 11th, 2001, when the attacks of 9/11 happened, and then it happened to be that we had class on a Friday, September 11th of this year, and I just looked at him thinking, 14 years ago we were in a classroom together, and 14 years later we're in a classroom together. Just the opportunity to get to work together again and to see the potential that he had at that time and how he's grown into a young man who is still a leader, still so articulate, still so creative, and doing amazing things here in the college, and has a very bright future ahead of him. And Ben is interested in working in child life, and a lot of the students who take 3306 do want to teach young children. Some want to work in a hospital setting, maybe they're pre-nursing, they want to work in child life. We also have students who are taking this as a foundation for a law degree, or to work in a setting with parents, children, and families, like Children's Protective Services, in some kind of a social work setting. And I think it's such a good background for whatever you'd like to do. I really work hard to make that content relevant no matter what you'll be doing with it, because the philosophy is really still the same.